Hello, everybody, and welcome to our second annual Modern Cash Prize Tournament for Civ 3 multiplayer. So, this is obviously a very special match because we have a tournament of 4 different teams. So, time around, we didn't do like the pre-tournament interviews and the draw video or anything like that, but we're still doing the tournament, and yeah, here are the teams. So, I'll mute them for you right here just so you can see. It's Abby, Gangweed, and Alkiote against Vivid, Rabert, and Halu. So let's take a look at where they are in the map, and yeah, we'll come up with names. They didn't give us names for our teams, so we'll have to make those names ourselves. So we got Rabert over here, Halu is over here, and oh, interesting. Okay, here's Vivid. So a nice little mix of where the players are actually located on the map. So Halu, Rabert, Vivid. So it's kind of like a V shape, and these 3 are together. Gangweed, Abby, and Alkiote. Yeah, so this is a map. Normally when we pre-make maps, I like to do them a little smaller than the standard. The reason the standard maps are a little bigger than ideal is because the random maps will spawn you in weird places, so that like one player can easily crush another. But because you have control over the map when you're doing a pre-made map, which this is a map I made myself, you can start players closer together and have more action without any risk of crazy imbalance like you would on a random map. But this one's a little big. I didn't do that here, so we'll see how that works out for us. But I added some interesting features. So what I did is I generated like a relatively like a nuggety, blobby shaped Pangea, and I just tore a little sea path right through the middle. And then I added some cool potential canal cities over here, and then a little land bridge up to this island. So even though it doesn't look like it, it's all one continent. Although most of the combat I assume is going to be naval here, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely some room for do some airplay too, with like helicopters or planes. And yeah, so I tried my best to make the starts relatively even, but I mean even in the sense that they're all equally good, not necessarily that you have to play them the same way. So for example, the start right here has a lot of hills and mountains and a lot of high food tiles like the Sugar Hill. These are a lot of food, and floodplains. So for something like that, you wouldn't want to do equality because it would take a lot of worker moves to get any shields here. But something like order or freedom, I think, would be well suited for this spawn location right here. This run right here is more. This is good equality land. Like any plain start with like cows is great for equality. Lots of good land expansion opportunities because you can airdrop settlers as equality, so they can just like drop it. Like I like this spot right here. I put the 3 little beach resorts just to incentivize them to take a northern coastal city and open them up to some plays across the divide here. This start, it could do some boating like against him or against him, but it's a good macro start. I'd like this for because he's got enemies near. I think tradition might be the best play here. This was supposed to be like an equality optional start if you wanted to, with the cows and the deer and all that. And this start too, yeah, the little tiny island. We'll see what he does with that. I wasn't really sure what to make of that. But it seems like it could be good for a few different governments. So yeah, that's what I think of the different starts. Oh yeah, this one's definitely order start if I didn't like so much jungle and marsh. You got some high food tiles, which order absolutely loves. Order loves any start where you can like just get a lead early and then bully your enemies with that lead and keep them down. Because if you're both left to grow, then you'll fall off. But if you get that early spike, so this is a good spot right here. He doesn't get the deer till the expansion. Deers are a lot of food in modern. I'll show you guys. It's actually 5 food. Yeah, it's 5 food, potentially 6, 7, I guess, if you chop, irrigated, and railroaded. But you don't get railroads till very late in modern, of course. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about the teams. So what should we call these teams? So Hal had an interest, like he went for 2 play, like because we did a draft here, and he chose like 2 kind of like mid-low tier modern players. He's probably the strongest of the captains though, so we'll see how that works. We'll call them. So they got China, Russia, Egypt against European Union, Japan, Mexico. Okay, I guess we'll call this Team V because they have the V shape here. And we'll call these guys. Wow, Abby's still walking. That was fine. Why didn't you? I'm not gonna. If he plants now, that's okay. Okay, his cap is the cow. Oh, he popped. Oh, okay. Wow, he's gonna have some fun here. Oh, Abby versus Halu. This is gonna be El Clasico. They're two fairly veteran players. They have a bit of a light rivalry, you could say. Two moderators too nowadays that we've added more moderators. And normally Halu I'd say is probably the better player, but with this pop city right here, Halu should or Abby should definitely be competitive. This is a great pop on a river, cow, horse, which is bonus food in modern. So yeah, so we got Team V, and we'll say, huh. Some mech. Oh, Halu also got the pop. Oh my god. Damn, this is gonna be a stacked game. Yeah, lots of. Okay, so what res do they have? We'll come up with a name. So we got green, blue, purple. We'll call them Team Blue. Team V against Team Blue. So, I love this line. Yeah. Note he doesn't actually have any coastal cities, so his ability to make plays here are limited. I think this would be good for if he went equality, but we'll see what it goes. We can check right now. Let's see what government they went with. So we're just going to do this. Oops. Control Shift G. We just spam this, and then eventually we get contact with anybody. So that works in multiplayer. If you like can see someone on the map, but you don't have contact, if you just spam Control Shift D like 5 different times, it will give you contact with that civ. Very useful sometimes. Okay, so first, so I predict, yeah, he's freedom. That makes sense. Although with the early pressure from Halu, he might be in a bit of. He's gonna have to play pretty defensively here. He does have the zinc, and I think he'll have priority over like first access to this aluminum, unless he really bungles things. Potential for coal later, but I'd say these are going to be his two main res. So this is a good defensive position right here. It's on a hill, so the city would get a 50% defense bonus, and it gives him access to 2 res. He can also flex the floodplain tiles. So the city would have high growth too. So that's what I'd do if I was him, and he went freedom. So in Howl's position, I think he likes to play freedom, although maybe he's doing tradition. Let's see, he's China, freedom 2. This isn't going to be like a freedom fest, is it? Let's see, because I'd like to think the governments are relatively balanced now. If anything, freedom's on the weaker side. Okay, we got order from Gangnam with 3 enemies. I think he's like closer to the 3 enemies than to any of his allies, so I think that might be the right choice. He definitely benefits from the fast worker moves on these mountain and hills tiles. Yeah, like he can road over these hills quite easily with the 1 per turn roads that order unlocks. Order is kind of like the fascism equivalent government. And let's see. This looks like, yeah, probably tradition. I don't think we have any like equality or order enthusiasts this game, but sometimes people like to go order when they just feel like playing something kind of tankier and safer. So we have freedom from Russia. With the narrow choke here, he's actually blocking the choke, so El Quixote cannot scout him in this position. So El Quixote actually always plays Mexico. I think usually Halu plays China and Abby plays Japan too. Yeah, I definitely seen Abby as Japan a few times. I'm not sure if those are Civ picks, but it's good because it like makes it like a easy visual representation. You can easily tell who's who based on what Civ they picked. Yeah, I know El Quixote is always going to be that special purple color that I love so much. Okay, so Elk went order, okay. Egypt, freedom. Okay, so we got 4 freedoms and 2 orders. And even with... No, okay. So one team is triple freedom? Yes. Team V is triple freedom, and Abby's team is double order, and he's going to be the freedom carry. So the interesting thing there is order and equality are governments that cannot spend gold. They hurry by pop rushing, they don't hurry with gold. So that means that his teammates will be able to pass him all of their gold, And so Abbey can potentially use that to kickstart his development. We'll see if he does, and what he does with it. But yeah, the other team will be a bit not starved for gold. So of the gold rushing governments, I like to say that Freedom is the one that's better at producing gold, and Tradition is the better government at spending gold. Because Freedom, of course, gets a lot of incentives to rush their stock exchange as fast as possible, which really increases their gold generation, of course. So they'll be a bit self-sufficient. They won't be like constantly fighting over who gets the gold. So yeah, it should work. But Triple Freedom, like that can be really exploited. We'll see what the other teams can do. So in the position of these barbarians, they're actually going to path right for Osaka. That's really unlucky. Hopefully he gets a worker out before anything goes wrong. And let's get some spies. We don't really need the spies. The big thing about the spies is they let you see... Sorry, they let you see the entirety of somebody's army if you go to the military advisor. I'm actually going to take a chance here and close my window because I hear a bit of car sounds. The microphone I'm using right now is like, it only picks up like sound that's very close, but I don't want to take any risks. Although I might get unseasonably warm later on. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're just waiting for the game to warm up and see what kind of builds they're going for. Yeah, let's talk about res, I guess. So Halu has colon cap, so he can go for convoys. So convoys are a land transport unit. They're right here. This bad boy. Yep. So when they're loaded, when they're loaded, you can fit up to 3 units inside, and the enemy civs cannot see what units are loaded inside the convoy. And the units inside can actually get out and defend the convoy, or the convoy can defend if it has the stronger defense. It's pretty flexible and has 4 movement against any type of terrain. So it's pretty expensive, but it's very valuable at like preventing someone from just like building a million cities, especially if they spawn inland. Like if they're coastal, you can use the mobility from like boats and then maybe work in some marines to punish them for overexpanding. But it can be kind of hard to punish people who are inland and are building a million cities. So convoys are a new addition to modern that allow you to do just that. So we'll see if that's what Halu's going for. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, beautiful. So this is a good city when he gets the border expand. I'd say this is actually double sugar, and sugar is really good for food. With the fast work, so Freedom has pretty fast workers, but not like blazingly fast like Order. So the small increase in worker speed should be effective for him because with a lot of food you need a lot of shields, and you're going to need to mine a lot of tiles to get those shields. So workers' speed is relevant in that case. Okay, it looks like he's not blocking this choke point anymore. I'm wondering if the civs are able to get contact, because they might not actually know that they're all on the same continent together. I think they're actually not talking game. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think some of them are doing voice comms in the Discord together. Gangnam, Abby, and... I don't think Elk doesn't do voice comms. He streams sometimes, but he doesn't do voice comms. Let's have a look, though. Halu on very rare occasions I've seen him do voice comms. But cash prize tournament might be seen as one of those very rare occasions. Okay, so you got Robert and Vivid, and then Abby. Okay, yeah, they're all in voice comms together. I'm not sure if they're actually talking. It looks like they're muted. Yeah. Okay. I'll just tell them to... So not me, so the viewers can see your plans. I'm just going to mute these 3 so it's clear in case you're checking on the fly who's on what team. No. It's not being streamed. Yeah, I bet he wishes I could give him world maps or something, or maybe some gold. Okay, Halu running into a bit of trouble with these barbs. I would just... I actually think... has he met his allies yet? Where is his... He's just kind of tagging around Abby. Hmm. So here's Abby. Elk. Okay, Elk. Have we seen Vivid's Explorer? So Abby and Vivid have presumably... And this is Russia. Okay, so maybe Russia will go all the way over to Halu. Or maybe meet Vivid. Vivid, I guess he scouted west. And maybe he'll go back. Yeah, because if I was him and I was looking for Halu, if you can't go south, I would go west and then hope it curves south. But then you have to actually go east before you go west. So that's a bit of a trick there. Okay, so El Quixote is order. Let's see. He can make plays against Robert and Halu. Is he just going to lose a worker here? Or does the barb always go for the city? Normally, like if you give your gold away, it's better to get your city pillaged than losing a worker. Oh, that's brutal. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. And he can't even give away his gold, so yeah, I hope he's got something useful to do with his gold. Abby's getting pillaged too. But he's got contacts, so he can just pass his gold to his ally, and his ally will pass back when the barbs are cleared. Because yeah, like it's better to like get your city pillaged, because unless you have like a ton of shields in the box, they either destroy your shields, or they kill a pop, or they take 0 gold if you have given your gold away. So losing one pop, like a worker is 5 shields and 1 pop. So it's better to lose a pop than to lose a worker. And sometimes they just like take a couple gold off you. So that's obviously preferable. Yeah, I also put a city down here just to incentivize the player in this position to plant a southern coastal city to start threatening the players down here, or this player right here, I guess, too. We'll see if he takes advantage of that. He did go harbor. I don't really like that so much. Because he doesn't really benefit a lot from that. He's got 3 coastal tiles and no, like... If he had, like, a beach resort right here, then I'd say that's good, but I'd probably prefer the barracks. So in order, barracks and harbor are both 10 shields. They're good early buildings while you're, like, waiting to go into wartime. Just stuff while you're killing time. But the barracks gives plus 50% science, and the harbor gives plus 1 happiness. And if you're not using the harbor, I'd take the barracks, probably. I guess like whatever boat comes out, it'll be like a veteran galleon. I wonder if his teammate has communicated Robert's location, though. I haven't seen too much about who's scouting who. Yeah, it seems like he has not found his allies. El Quixote has not found his allies. Robert, where'd he go? Did he lose his explorer? No, it's right here. He's not found his allies. Abby has found. I think he found elk, right? Yeah, Abby found elk, but he hasn't found Gangnam. I guess Gangnam must be going for both then. Let's check out what he's doing. Because clearly he's going to be the playmaker here. Halu and Abby are probably just going to go for standard macro type stuff. He's not in wartime, but he is going for a militia. Oh, he already has his barracks. Yeah, okay. I'd probably go for workers or something. Oh, he's fixing his happiness. Good for you. You almost barbecued yourself. Nice catch there. Don't think I didn't see that, Gangnam. Yeah. But yeah, I'd probably go for workers or settlers or make a boating play. Could even do another explorer, maybe. Yeah. Let's see what he did in Vienna. So Vienna absolutely should be in this position. There's no enemy near, so in Vienna it should absolutely be granary. Okay, he's got his granary. Yeah. He should focus on getting 1 worker per turn though, which means chopping this and you're getting this, or get into 3 pop. Probably chop and irrigate this. Yeah, so that's why I'd probably prefer if he doesn't do workers right now, because it slows down his 1 worker per turn. It slows down his 1 per turn growth. Okay, he's starting to draft here. He's playing this very defensively unless he... yeah, what do you really need the militia for right now? He should also... Oh, okay. He's going settler. Okay, settler's good. And then worker here. Okay, that makes sense. Like, if you want to play macro, I guess this makes sense. It's like a safe macro play. Although, like, really, to ensure your safety, just put an explorer here. I don't know if he scouted Vivid or not. Like, maybe he sees Vivid's explorer and thinks maybe Vivid's on the northern coast and can boat him. That's the one thing I guess that's possible. But if he's scouted Vivid, so this is why it's important to scout. If he's scouted Vivid, then he can just put an explorer here, and then if anyone tries to land him, he will see that landing party. And he can adjust his build accordingly. So he didn't really need to do the militia. He could have just gone straight for settler or maybe a galleon. Frigate, lots of options. Could go straight into factory. Yeah. Okay, so that's Gangnam. It's like he's a newer player, so it's good that he's being conservative. Let's see what Halu's up to. So he's not going to be able to like get any early priority against Abby because he's stuck clearing out these barbs, which gets him some gold, but... Okay, he actually does have 10 per turn. 10 per turn shields, so he can... If he has the gold for it, he can underrush his stock exchange right now. He's got his zinc hooked. Oh, he went straight for industrialization. Okay, so industrialization is one of the earlier techs. It unlocks infantry. Infantry have 2 moves in this. They're 4/8/2s, and they're draftable. And they just require zinc. So zinc is saltpeter, basically. So he can use this to contest priority, although it looks like Abby has already staked a claim on this aluminum right here, which is well played by Abby. Abby should... I don't know if he scouted Halu, but if he sees that zinc, he should be aware that he could do some tricky things. Japan on Mexico. Oh, that's just an out of war for Abby, I guess. Okay, great city here. Gets him the rubber and the deer. So let's see what he's doing with that out of war. So wartime, of course, prevents you from building peacetime buildings, but it gives you extra shields. So if you're getting an out of war, that means you're doing something like this. Yeah. So he gets his stock exchange next turn. I would be drafting here. I don't know how close... Maybe he's close to industrialization. He wants to do more drafting infantry than Taus, but it's always good to have a few Taus around. Okay, they actually see each other here. Yeah, I mean, I'd feel really uneasy about moving the settler here if I knew that... is he just planting on this? Huh. So I was going to say here for the defense bonus, it gets you extra tiles, kind of asserts yourself forward and like gives you a buffer against your capital. But I think you can make the argument here that it's actually safer to plant on the near side of the hill boundary. Makes it a lot harder for Halu to double move him with the forest here too. So yeah, this will definitely be the important front to watch, but we could see some action going on in other places too. Okay, so El Quixote has finally found Robert. Okay. Hidden up in the corner here. Lots of workers. I kind of like that from Robert. Let's take a look at what he's going for. So if you're going freedom, rush stock exchange is definitely the way to go. He got his bank. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, interesting, the tobacco here. He might want to take a worker over. I guess... Has he not met his allies? Oh, maybe he wants the frigate onto Elk. So yeah, normally when you got like 2 players that spawn really close and both coastal on the same side, it's common for one to boat the other with galleons. And so the counterplay to that would be to go for an early frigate, and then you can just bombard them. So it pays off. It's a decent return, and it prevents the possibility of them boating you. And the counterplay to that is the enemy civ. Like if they know you're going to do a frigate, they do 2 frigates. It's kind of fun. He's eroding the aluminum, it seems. So Japan is at war with China. What happened here? Did he move his worker forward? And Abbey just took it. Huh. So Abbey sees the infantry now, so he actually can't double Abbey at all. So Abbey did do the safer plant. Safer in quotation marks. So early game it's safer, but later in the game, like if Halu's got like a big stack of tanks or something, this is actually better for Halu because the defending city is not on a hill, and Halu can just like position his tanks on a hill or on a mountain and get a defense bonus, so Abbey can't attack into his tanks as easily. This is a little confusing because like the one reason you might want to plant three up this is because it's three apart. It was fine. You just got to boat someone if there's not anyone nearby. Okay, he does have one per turn growth in Vienna now. But yeah, like having the like if you have no two move units, then having your cities three apart is essential, so you can reinforce in one. But Halu's got infantry now, right? So yeah. I do think this was the better plant. It would scale better, but this is defensible, I guess. It definitely has some perks. So Abby's going to grab the Out of War Inn too. Okay. I must be doing his factory then. Yeah, so I guess his play is to draft a bunch to keep Halu. Defend against Halu. So I'll say that Halu has more of a... So there's an interesting concept in... It's kind of like if you play StarCraft, you might know this. It's like concave versus convex. So let's say... So right now, Halu only has to really defend one city, whereas Abbey has to defend a couple. So right now, Halu has the... Is this concave or convex? I don't know, but whichever one is the bad one to have, he has it. Sorry, Abbey has the bad one, because he has to defend a few cities here. Okay, he's kind of doing this. Yeah, so... Okay, yeah. That's good defensive positioning. So Halu cannot double onto Edo. Although I'll say that Abbey does actually not know what's... So if Halu is smart, he'd just send some infantry this way, maybe over top to go for Osaka. So Abbey cannot guarantee that Halu... He doesn't have... I guess Halu would have to be here. Oh no, it could be here too. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's another Out of War. So they do have peace. I don't know how they got the communications, but they do have it. Okay. So Vivid went for some early skirmisher drafts, and he's going to do some spam at Alkyote. Okay. Let's see how Alkyote responds to that. I don't know if he's seen it yet. So Alkyote loves to go early factory. Let's see if that's what he did. He's order, yeah. Factory library. I like that build. I love research lab as order. It's great, I feel. So if he moves here, then he'll give away the, not the bacon. He'll give the game up to, or he'll reveal what he's doing to Alkyote. Let's see what he does with his skirms. But otherwise, Alkyote does not have vision. And Vivid can just double move right in. So he doubled onto this hill here. Okay, so this is Abbey needs some response to this because clearly the infantry are going to get into his land. So you could just do radar tower. He doesn't really have... If he had like veteran Taus maybe, but he has 2 drafted Taus, so that's not going to be enough. So either he needs artillery or he needs some sort of offensive unit, like a veteran Tau maybe. It's a bit early. He doesn't have the tech for tanks just yet, so tanks are all the way up here. Zinc and uranium. He has the res for tanks, but not the tech just yet. Halu he's got zinc coal. Oh, and uranium too. Okay, so Halu, it's going to be tank v tank. Huh, they actually kind of have the same res. That was not intentional. Oh, but Halu has your aluminum. Thing is, aluminum doesn't do shit against draft spam, like infantry spam. Because aluminum unlocks cruise missiles, which are good against like small stacks. They trade effectively against small stacks like that, or bigger stacks if you have enough cruise missiles, enough to kill everything. But against just like one, you wouldn't want to trade one cruise missile, which is 35 shields, for one drafted infantry. That's not a good trade. So he's going to need some artillery or something else. If Halu gets on this mountain, that's just such an annoyance. He might... Oh no, he went for the hill. Could do pillage and to go for hill. I would have liked that a bit better. I mean, unless he really thinks that Abby can attack into him. So Abby can do radar tower now. I hope for Abby's sake that he scouted Halu. There's nothing that Halu has that Abby wouldn't want to already be defending against. But like, if Abby did have, or if Halu did have cruises, then the positioning of these infantry would be troublesome. Because he could just road out, like just put a cruise here, cruise Ito, take Ito with the draft that's right next to him. Okay, looks like he's going to do a double move here. Oh. Halu actually has his own skirm. I think that was a draft. Did he slate? Oh, no, he did settler. Okay. It's just going to come back down to... I think because of the positioning here, if Vivid plays this right, it should be easy take. Because he doesn't have to do the declaration of war prompt because he's 2 away, so he just puts his unit here and then just does 9/9 on the numpad. And if you're 2 away, there's no declaration of war. If you're adjacent, then you have to declare war, but if you're 2 away, then it queues up the movement points and it bypasses the declaration of war prompt. So let's see what he does. Okay, he did give Elk some time. Is Elk paying attention? Oh no, it hit size 2. Oh, El Quixote, boy, what are you doing? Okay, yeah. Oh, this is rough. The city's on a hill, too. It's going to be a lot of skirms coming in. Okay, well played by Vivid. So what response does he have here? Like, I think Elk is outproducing Vivid because of the factory. But that doesn't really matter because it's like, maybe he could do, what can he do? Maybe 1 per turn partisans, 1 per turn vet partisans. Let's see what he's got. He's doing artillery. Yeah. Oh shit, okay. He coined, yeah, that was... So on, these are skirmishers, they require rubber. And he actually lost his rubber, so it's really good for him that he got that. Yeah, and reinforces. Okay. Oh, Halu might boat Elk, though. And Rappert's actually getting a boat out, too. Yeah, because this city was on a hill, so 6 defense with plus 50%. I think that... So there's the thing with like cities in resistance. Now this, I don't think the city was in resistance, but cities in resistance don't get like defense bonuses. But I think that's just like the city and metropolis bonus, not the hill bonus. That'd be weird. So if the city didn't get a defense bonus, then it would be good to attack here. It probably still is worth the shot either way, but yeah, he got lucky because with the 50 defense bonus, which I'm almost certain there was. He needs like, I would draft now. Oh, he switched into veteran skirm. Oh, that's good. I like that. Let's have another look. Oh, he attacked into, and his attack failed. Okay, well he did get the draft off. This could be dangerous right here. Alcaide is known for not having the best unit placement. Often... Okay. He could actually... I'd be doing He has 30 shields per turn right now because new citizen goes here. So that's 2 from the mountain, and then, or I guess it goes here. So 2 from the plains, then plus 50%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Okay. He's got a unit in Mexico City, though. That's good. Oh, what the fuck? Abby took Shanghai. Damn, okay, this is heating up. Okay, let's see what Robert's got. Yeah, Abby, yeah, he had the infantry in position. I guess he just cruised. Did he even have that? What happened? It doesn't look like he's got the aluminum hooked, so how did he get that? These infantry are being a pain in the ass to Abby, but he's taken a city, so I wouldn't be too upset if I was him. But yeah, let's see how Elk... so this is a slow unload because it's 5 moves exactly, so you can unload with the extra move, and it's very quick, but he doesn't have that extra move. Oh crap, he didn't land. And he attacks in. Okay. His growth did get ruined by that pollution just there. Oh, that's bad though. That's very very potentially dangerous for Elk. Yeah, Robert can see his settler. Yeah, this is gonna be make or break. If Elk pulls off, like if he does okay here, then his team, like with this advancement here, his team's got it in the bag. Yeah, looks like Abby got rid of one of these infantry. But if he messes up, he could easily lose his capital here. So I'm not sure who to favor. Lose his capital if not, or Guadalajara. Yeah. Oh, Russia with the triple mini. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a kill. There's no way that Elk's gonna be ready for that. If he, unless he like really messes up, he'd have to like lose his cruise missiles or something for this not to work. He does have airport, so if I was him, I'd be passing aluminum to Halu, and then Halu could maybe retake Shanghai if he has the tech for it. He might not. He had industrialization early, so it stands to reason he could easily have explosives at this point. We'll see though. Yeah, Halu didn't even advance forward. So I believe he's got 2 moves left. He's waiting till end of turn. But he has to unload these manually, so okay. That was clean. Okay, Vivid's coming in. Oh shit, get your king out. Yeah, just run your king. Run your fucking king, Alec. Okay, he got his king away. Okay. His cap is empty draft. Oh shit. He can't. Oh, he does have vision though. I just attack. That's 50-50. It's a coin flip. He's not going to be able to hold Toluca. Oh, this road is done. Yeah, Abby can he could even buy a cruise in Shanghai. And he's got infantry here. Yeah. Halu better start. If I was him, I'd dump everything into Beijing. Except maybe King. I think he's. Yeah. So, does he still have that 1 per turn growth right now? Let's have a look. He does. That's 3 shield. I think that actually it might get him. Oh wait, what's his cap planted on? No. Oh fuck. Okay, it's blocked actually. So yeah, he doesn't have 1 per turn partisans. Yeah, Vivid can just kind of keep spamming here. And this should be a killing blow. But the question is Halu going to die first? He's... Ooh, okay. He sees Shanghai only has 1 unit. Because he's still, like, keeping units at home here. So Halu's ability to... Yeah, I think he's putting a second unit there. Okay, that's... yeah, everything counts. And that sucks to lose, because he can't get any more skirms, because his rubber's cut. Does he have anything in Monterey? Monterey is on a hill, so just one... Okay, he's doing one per turn militia. I think that's the right call. He can turtle pretty hard here with just militia. Yeah, Toluca's going to get fucked. Does he have another unit in Monterey, though? Okay, he's got the skirt. Yeah, he could actually even attack into this. I would attack into this. If you do 2 quick attacks here, you could... I don't know. Maybe slave an artillery in Guadalajara would be good. Yeah, his cities are pretty far apart here. Okay, I have to criticize Gangnam. He's not getting involved. He's not expanding, and he's not getting involved in the game. What's he doing? I assume he's got his factory. But I don't even think he has the res to really use the factory. Is he, like, doing bombers or something? Yeah, he's got factory. Yeah, it's too late to be getting involved in this game. Like, his teammates are 2v3ing for him. He can't access any cities here. I just nabbed the barbarian camp, to be honest, if I was him. Gold is gold, and good chance of promotion is a good chance of promotion. Okay, so yeah, that's dead. Huh, what happened here? Did Abby abandon? Okay, that was interesting. If they've been paying attention, actually, they could know it wasn't in... Just take the cap, yeah. Oh, they shouldn't... That's desperate. 16 defense, so yeah. Yeah, this is way too defensive. Like, I think it should be clear if you're watching this, like, why what he's doing is wrong. Like, I'm sure if you're in that position, you might like, there's some uncertainty. Maybe they're coming for me. What's going on? But you can see, like, based on what's going on, like, you need to be applying some pressure, or at least growing up to, like, be a massive carry threat late game if you can't apply pressure. So, okay, he got his cav. Okay. Okay, we're back. Sorry. The game dropped, and so we had to do a reload, but the reload is done now. So, like I was saying, yeah. So either you should be applying early game pressure, you should be absorbing pressure, or you should be scaling up for a big late game. If you're not doing any of those things, you're doing something wrong. I think a lot of new players would like compare the game that Elk's having versus the game that Gangnam's having, and they'd say that Elk is doing worse and Gangnam is doing better. He's doing okay. He's doing bombers. That's interesting. But in reality, Elk is absorbing a ton of pressure. Like, Halu sent these infantry over here, and so as a result, Halu lost the city. So El Coyote didn't even have to do anything. He didn't have to like make any plays against Halu, but he effectively got a city for his team by just absorbing that pressure. So yeah, drawing pressure is very important. Like, bombers is good, but it's like, where are you going to use those bombers? Like, the range of a bomber is 9 tile or 10 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wow, you can bomb this one mountain that you do not even have vision. You could use them defensively, like a Vividston stuff. You could just bomb it to death, but that's, yeah, Vivid's not going to send much stuff. He needs to be like roading places on the map or sending out boats. Maybe plant a city here so you can bomb more tiles. Yeah, there's lots of options. It's actually a miracle Elk has somehow managed to hold on to this road. He does have artillery now. And I don't think Halu's not going to send more shit. So when he cleans up these infantry, it's not like he gets more. He still has this worker here. I'd attack into this if I was him. That's good too, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if I don't know if he's moved yet this turn, but he can just land Mexico City right now. Yeah, Elk's lucky to have the fish beach resort pearls because it gives him production even with most of his tiles pillaged. Production and growth too. Plus he's got the harbor. Yeah, I don't think he's got offshore. Oh, nice. Can he get back in? Come on. Yeah, nice one. Okay, yeah, nice pick. This stuff's falling. This was guaranteed. He's got decent production even with. Let's see what's actually in Mexico City. So at this point, you might want to do militia spam just to. Yeah. If he gets another militia. Oh wait, oh no, okay. Oh, he got the offshore platform. Okay. So he does get partisan next turn, which is, I mean, it's the same defense as a militia, and it gets defensive bombard. I think 3 cruises with 7 people in the game. So cruises are stronger the more people there are in the game, weirdly enough. He can also reinforce with this. I think this should be enough to take the city, just barely though. Elk can also draft. He's got 202 partisans. Elk can draft again, or he can use the 50% defense bonus. What happened? Oh no, he's pulling units out of his cap. He doesn't have more units. He's just pulling them out. Okay. So he'll get the free infantry too. Oh, you can feel Robert's heart pounding in his chest as he goes to make this play. Huh. What's in Guadalajara? Is it just militia? I think it's just militia artillery in Guadalajara. Need help for getting resources. Yeah, if they could. Yeah, it's not going to matter at this point unless he fucks this up. Oh no, he fucked it up, dude. What are you doing? Man. So he had 5 moves. He started like okay, he started like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he started here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Unload on the forest tile, and then you can just do like 4, and it unloads real quick. But he went another tile, and so he didn't get the unload off. If I was, yeah, I think he actually got his boat bombarded. Yeah, Alex got a lot of options now. He is sitting on this fish, and they're at war, so he can't use. I think he can't actually grow to size 7. Yeah, man, he just unload on the grass and it's over. I think he might still have the kill. Oh no, he actually has this road, so he can just rush everything in if he wants to give up Monterey. Okay, Abbey's now coastal, so he could pass res. Elk could really use infantry, but again. Yeah, this is... So if you're doing this, you should grow your cap to like size 12. At least like have good production, like 60 shields per turn, so you can... What's he got? He's got oil, zinc, and that's it. He could get sulfur. There's no coal, so no combat engineer. Oh, he could do 1 per turn fighter bomber. Is he? Is he? Okay, let's see how this goes. I think if Elk stacks attacks, he doesn't end a turn stack attack, he could take this out. He's gotta. He's just gonna, yeah. He could try reinforcing with everything. He didn't get these. Okay. Oh. Elk retook, huh? Can he reinforce? Oh, clean! Oh my god! What a fucking sick outplay. Okay, well played by Elk. Well played by Elk. He's got his artillery back. Beautiful. Gotta be loving life right now if you're Elk. Did he lose his... Did he keep his factory? Did I lose my spy or something? No, I don't think I did, no. He keeps the factory. Okay, he lost Harbor. He's gonna have a rough time with happiness here, but he keeps the factory keeps the offshore. Retakes that road, yeah. I'd move the king to cap at this point. You should not reinforce. What? That's vivid. That's part of the game. Abuses it, like, deliberate. Yeah, so sometimes there's a bug where if like you win combat, it won't you'll just stay where you are instead of taking the tile, and then that's just part of it. I think Vivid could, yeah, Vivid definitely has like a substantial mass here that he could cause some threat. If he goes into this, I'd take King here. Oh, Guadalajara is his cap, actually, interestingly. Yeah, because of the artillery, I think if he attacks into Mexico City, he loses. Yeah, you played well. Okay, don't sell yourself short, man. I'm very proud of you. Estoy muy orgulloso de você. Oh fuck, I'm speaking Portuguese. De tu. I don't know how to say proud in Spanish. I hope it's the same as Portuguese. Okay. Yeah, Vivid's. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know. Is like Robert? Is he following this up? What's Robert got? Only one cruise. Yeah, only the cruise you see here is what he's got. Okay. He's okay. Finally, Gangnam is making a play, so he's roading this aluminum. He could cruise boat. He doesn't have naval prio though. He needs to get a. He could do subs. Yeah, I really hope. Does he have hydro plant at this point? If he just gets vision, he can just start bombing whatever naval units are here. So. Yeah, he's doing bomber per 2. He's got the hydro plant. You should be growing your cap. I'd even just, you have all your worker moves you need. Just dogpile your workers in. If there's like a big production spike you need. If he had like size 12, I think he could do 1 per turn bombers. So that's makes a big difference. Or man, just like send some drafted infantry at fucking Vivid. The Vivid's gonna get bombed here. Okay. So yeah, the more time I'll buy... Oh, what the fuck? You gotta be careful, man. Really hope you're... What the shit happened there? He's got his king there, right? Giving me a heart attack here, Elk. Halu can't really use the gold either. He's only on 3 cities. He's gonna be 4 soon. Yeah, if you're out of war, just buy a factory in Alexandria or something. He did use like a lot of worker moves getting here, and then he double colonied. So he's like kind of lacking worker moves at home. I'll check like what's his building situation. If he's got like factory stock exchange, then he's done well, I'd say. Oh no, okay, no. So he still did what he's supposed to do. He just neglected his development in the process. Yeah, like he should have just used his money to buy factory. Just like weave in some out of wars there. Kind of like lets the pressure, like lets your foot off the gas a bit with Elk. But it's worth it because it means you have backup options later on. Try to get Elk again. Yeah, like, is he? Where's Elk's king? Okay, he's fixed his happiness situation. He's not starving. He's not growing. He should grab Harbor so he can grow again. I think he's got a few artillery. Yeah, let's see the entirety of El Quiote's army right now. 4 artillery. Okay, he's a bit weak on land. You know what the fuck? So 4, 5, 6. So 6, and his whole army is only 10 units. So he only has between these 3 cities. He's got uh 4 units in his king. And one of those, okay, he just put his king in Guadalajara. It's interesting. I wonder if they saw that. Oh, okay, wait, sorry. He's following up. Finally, he's using his aluminum. He's following up with cruise missiles. That should be it. Like, he should just be able to take Monterey. Although taking Monterey doesn't, because his king's not there anymore. Elk will still be a tough little cookie. I don't know. These mountains are definitely, yeah. I like how Elk's like focusing on these roads here. I think this is more defensible than trying to defend this stuff here. Because if you do this here, then either you don't have your capital eroded, or you have to like go all the way around to your capital. Or I guess you could just do this, but this is 1, 2, 3, 4 roads, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Eh. But these are the 2 more important cities. Okay, he gets the RNG he needs. It's a bit of a coin flip. I'd go for, if he's got a worker to spare, I'd go for radar tower if I was him. And Vivid's still got gold to spare. Okay. Gangnam is actually not going for this aluminum. He's just roading towards Vivid. That's good. You can send units at Vivid then, but what units are gonna send? You have zinc, you have oil. That those 2 on their own do not unlock anything. I guess you could do airbase plus airbase plus infantry spam. Even this late in the game, with what Vivid's got, that would do a lot of damage. But yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. Mining to just hook res, colony, or build a. Oh my god! So what's going on in Milan? What's going on in Vienna? Is he just building like a massive bomber stack? He's doing factory. Lord help him. Like, what purpose does this factory serve? He's currently facing a big issue that has nothing to do with his production. He's got no res and he's got no positioning on the enemy civs. So you can get more city. Like, I think people, like new players especially, they miss this. Like, they see, oh, I get stronger when I build a factory. I produce more. But they miss that workers and settlers are also important for building more. You have more production if you have more cities and if you have more tile improvements. And workers and settlers are super fucking cheap. Factories are really expensive. Although with all these work, he does have the worker. Like, I'll give him this. He's got good tile improvements. So the factories aren't completely troll if he finds something to do. Is he going for iron? Iron zinc is modern paratrooper. Okay, go for the iron, dude. Go for iron. Grab modern paratrooper. Modern paratrooper spam plus bomber. That's a good combo. Can he attack here? Ooh, lightning fast move. Okay, he got it. Yeah, I think he's at the point now where he can defend a radar tower, so. Jeez. How much? What's in the boat? What's Rabbit got? So the issue now is Elk's roaded, so it's much harder to like do an effective cruise play. Oh wait, oh shit. These cruises are coming up. So yeah, he can just take Monterey with this. He's got 2 vets here. Halu's still got. Yeah, they got some good options. Double worker on the mountain. What's? I guess you want safe radar. Sorry, tile improvements, but go for the radar tower, man. That's the best play, definitely. Abby's just kind of in a standoff. This game is still wide open. I'm not sure who's gonna win. 1 cruise, 1 fighter, bunch of infantry. He must be going tanks, yeah. Abby has been blessed by a bunch of space that Elk has bought for him. But he's only just getting his hydro plant out. Yeah, like, I guess that's one thing. But Elk has, or sorry, Abby has threat, and he has res, and he has a bunch of cities producing things too. So even though he's behind on the hydro plant, he has those things going for him. Okay, he is going for a settler here. I like that. Is he seriously mining that? Okay, he's got the border expand in Milan. I like that. What did he do for the border expand? Did he do propaganda? Orders the special wartime culture building. So let's see if he's went for it. No, he just did an out of war and got a library. Okay, that's good. But it's like, yeah, like 50% on this is still like what? 4 shields, maybe 6 shields or 7 shields if you're in wartime. Yeah, he is turtling. Oh. It doesn't matter though. He can double cruise Monterey. I think Elk could retake Monterey though. But he gets some artillery, yeah. Maybe go Gangnam, not possible if you do. What's in Brussels? What does he have defending Brussels? So they should know that Abby's been really building up. You can't go for Abby. You're just not in position to go for Abby. Gangnam's a waste of time. Like, you can maybe kill Gangnam, but then Abby kills Halu. I should really be prioritizing the food here so you can grow. Yeah, I guess a cruise boat. He's got enough stuff. Like even 3 cruise missiles wouldn't get all this if he drafts a bunch. But if you catch him off guard, I guess you could take him. He's got the random air base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And cut his res. It does something. Would have liked, yeah, like 1 further would like let you hit Alexandria and all of these tiles. So that would have been preferable, I think. Can you boat Halu with cruises? Yeah, he could just plant a city here and just start bombing Halu. I think Halu's got some fighters, but okay. I did the cruising. Nice. Okay, he takes Monterey. What are you saying, dude? What are you saying? Come on. You got workers there and everything. It's actually it takes 2 turns, like literally it takes 3 turns. So 2 turns from now you could have the aluminum because it takes, in order, you chop marsh in 1 fucking turn and your workers are right there. No aluminum. Get out of town. Okay, so they take Monterey. Took Monterey. Yeah, he's not going to be able to follow up with anything, but Rabbert could. There's actually, in this community, in the Civ 3 multiplayer community, if you can believe it, there is a Rabbert, there is a Rabdag, and there is a Rabbit. Bert, Bit, Dag. you could see why I might get a little bit confused. Okay. Despite all things, China's doing well. He got his tanks online faster than Abby has. Abby must be doing one per turn. What's Abby doing? So he could do, yeah, like I said, he controls the vision here. So he actually can't get on these hills like I predicted earlier, but he could just wipe out Nagoya. This is Tomato Town for all intents and purposes. Nagoya's a size 1, so he doesn't take the city. Yeah, as long as that stays size 1, that's... Okay, Abby is getting his own tanks now. Yeah, that's... He's a little late, but enough to respond. Uh, Great job, dude. You can bomb your allies. What? Huh. I don't know how that happened, but there it goes. Okay, Elk's dead. That is, yeah, I'd say with Halu having a resurgence, that pretty much puts the game in their camp. Okay, we are back, and maybe we can see what killed El Quixote. Okay, it must have been these 3 cruise missiles. Yes. Did you just put those 3 cruise missiles back on the boat, dude? BM. Oh, okay, he just banned. Okay, no. He just put the... Wow, that was fast disband. Okay. Very honest. Very well played. Okay, he's growing pretty big. He's got a lot of cities. Having cities is important. So I'd say order your first 6 cities are pretty damn useful. As tradition or... Yeah, tradition, I'd say the first 8. As freedom, I'd say the first 12 or 10. And then as equality, as many as you can like invest worker moves and get to high population, preferably get a granary in. And keep safe. You benefit from. So the fact that the city count, like Abby's got a good city count, but they have 5 core cities. It's pretty good for Halu. Vivid's actually a little short, and yeah, Rabbit's actually got the most usable cities with 6. Good investments of tile. Yeah, good land, good investments. He's got this canal city. That doesn't really do much for him, though. Oh, okay. European Union actually has his... Can he see that? I think he can. Yeah, he can. Okay, transports have a bit high. Oh no, there's only 2 defense actually still. They're just faster and hold a ton of units in modern and cheaper than they would be in the base game or in future start. Uh, is there like a worker? Is he airbasing someone? That makes sense, yeah, because he doesn't have enough units for him. He's going after the city. Cut the res. Yeah, bomb this out. Bomb the uranium. Bomb the aluminum. And bomb this. Damn. Okay. Is Hal if Halu's 1 per turning tanks, this is... I think he could have won if he's in wartime. I think he's getting 50 shields per turn for tanks. Yeah, I don't think he really needs a nuke plant here, but whatever. Yeah, if this was like a game that was like gonna go later, then it'd be worth doing the nuke plant. But here, you just need to like not die to Abby basically. And if Abby sends his troops at someone else, then you have to have something to counterattack with. Okay, nice. He bombed the roads. Okay, good. That's what you should have been doing all along. Like, even if you kill the units, like, you can't take the city. It's not like Vivid is in, like, super desperate need of units right now. What he really needs is, productive capacity. Because nobody's actually going to be able to threaten... I mean, he doesn't know that you can't threaten his cities, but you should probably know that you don't have any units that could actually access his cities. So even if you empty out the cities, what's the point, you know? Halu has taken prio here. I don't know if he didn't attack. Oh, he lost some tanks somehow. Maybe he attacked and failed. I think Abby probably has more tanks. No, oh, has the same number. Guess it was a brutal tank on tank conflict. Very costly on both sides. Taking those infantry home, I guess. Nothing better to do with his galleon or with the infantry. So Abby. He has no rubber, yeah. So as a team, they do not have any rubber. Anyway, it doesn't look like there's a lot of rubber on this map, actually. Some here. Where? Okay, let's count the rubber. Okay, there's one here. One here. And one here. Oh, yeah, there's like three in a row. All the rubber is like concentrated within this square of the map, it seems. So there is a decent amount of rubber, or like an average amount of rubber for a six-person game, just in one. Oh no, there's some here too, but he's never gonna get that. Yeah, Halu has control over that. There's no way Abby's gonna road up to that. So what that means is Abby cannot access modern armor. He can't access mechs for what it's worth. Can't access modern armor, and he can't access modern armor plus. This is an insane unit, but it requires 5 res, but he can't access it because it needs rubber to get the base unit. Could he maybe do Modern Trooper? Does he have iron? Coal. He's got coal. I guess he could do Convoy Combat Engineer. I've seen Abby do that before to great effect. But unless his teammates gets him that iron, then he can't. So I don't like the fact that why are you guarding the mountain but not the airbase? I'd guard the airbase over the city, to be honest. Yeah. So like, let's say you're right here. You put a city right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you could access a lot of Halu's tiles. Just plant a city right here. Here would be even better. You could hit his. You probably don't unless you have stealth planes. You don't want to hit his cap. Stealth planes can precision bomb, so you can bomb the buildings inside a city. With aluminum, you could actually do stealth planes too. So. Oh, why is Brussels back to size 7? Grow your cap, dude. Oh, he's drafted a bit. Okay. Yeah, so like that's the thing. Like if you do factory in like Milan or something, you could just do 5 workers and make Brussels size 12. If Brussels is size 12, then Brussels can 1 per turn subs. It can run 1 per turn bombers. The extra production is more meaningful than anything involving like the factory in Milan or Vienna. Let's see if he did go for those. Like if it doesn't look like he's slaving. If he doesn't slave, it's just going to take forever, and then the game's over anyway. Yeah, in 2 turns it's done. And again, it produces like what 7 shields, maybe 11 in wartime. It'll take another 9 turns to get to recoup your investment. And like it's 3v2, and like none of the enemies are like taken out of the game by any means. So yeah, looks like you lost a bomber here. The longer you wait to come online, the further you fall behind. Oh, what the fuck did Halu do? He just bombed him silly. What? Um, Where did that come from? Oh, this is Japan. Okay, let's see China. 4 fight. Oh. That's good RNG for fighters. Fighters have a really weak bombard. Yeah, another one falls. Oh god, this is. Abby's like not like he doesn't have like a huge surplus of workers the way Robert or someone does. You know, he's still got a bunch of unimproved tiles, so this actually really hurts him. Halu should also be growing his capital too, but he's doing quite well. So Robert still has Prio here, so he can just go for an attack. Vivid's his res is cut for a bit though, so that's impactful. I have Cole and T. I'll see if I can get sub cruise. He's gonna try for a king snipe. Interesting. Even 2v2, I think they'd. If Avi gets that rubber, I guess, yeah, he'd go MAs, yeah. Okay, let's see. Where's Halu's king? Okay, yeah. The answer to that question is under a bunch of shit. So. Okay, he's got his first sub. It's okay, so he can grab naval priority. Robert will not be able to attack into. Yeah, I should expect to see that killed next turn. Okay, he's got another air base. Okay, it's good. Moving his bombers over. At this point, he's got anti-air. It's something, you know. He's keeping one player out of the game. If Abby, okay, Halu's got mechs. Is he doing one per turn vet mech and cap? Oh my god. Okay, let's see what Robert's got. Let's see how he macros. Has he let it slip for early pressure, like Vivid or? Okay, he's got 50 shields per turn. Oh, he's got Hydro. Yeah, Stock Exchange Hydro. Jesus, this is a good cap. I thought this might be one of the weaker starts, but it seems to be quite strong. Jeez, 77 gold per turn. He should at least aim to like take his sliders down a bit to 20%. That'd make a big difference. Okay, the damage here seems to have stopped. Damn, 4 fighters, man. I guess Abby just didn't have what it took to address that, and he got multiple rounds of bombing in. Okay. I'm wondering if Halu recons, what's 8 tile range on fighter, I think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus 1, 2 tiles. Okay, so if he just barely cannot see the edge. I think he's actually loaded them onto nuke subs, which we cannot see. Let's have a look. Yeah, double sub cruise. Okay. He shot Sling down. So that's the other downside to using air bases. You can't heal. The one thing is like, so if you're in an air base, then they can't they can bombard you or bomb your bombers out within a city, but you can't bombard bombers on an airplane. Any planes, if planes end up outside a city for whatever reason, then you can't do damage to them via bombard. But that's not really a relevant factor because he's never going to be in range. At least if Gangnam plays, he wasn't in range, and if Gangnam plays his cards right, Egypt never will be. Okay, so let's see, Halu, 2 mechs now. He actually doesn't have. He doesn't have that many units, but most of them seem to be in Beijing. And I think so. If Abby sends he doesn't have any ships out, but this is within vision of his cities. So I think the nuke sub is invisible, but as soon as he starts firing, then there'll be like a brief moment where the sub cruises are visible. So it'll be clear that he's being sub cruised. Because sometimes it's hard to notice if you're being sub cruised or cruised from certain positions, but I don't think this is one of them. Okay, again, this is within. So if you're fortified for a turn with a naval unit, you actually get +1 vision in all directions over sea tiles. Over water tiles, sorry. So I believe you can still see this. And even if you can't, what's he going to do? Colony this? Just walk your worker. He made it through. Where's that? Is it going here? Going here? It's nice to be able to do a kind of, you could just honestly just plant a city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you can get all of his core cities. If he doesn't have many defensive units. He's the one person on the map with no infantry or skirms. No skirms, no infantry. So in this case, it might be effective to target his units once you deal some tile damage first. But yeah, I think Rabert saw this and... Oh. The worker? What's in the boat? Come on, you gotta tell me what's in the boat, man. Rude. Should be a play that you get bonus elo if you announce your play before you make it to me. Looks like he's lost a bomber, yeah. They almost certainly do have sulfur. Wait, none here? Huh, interesting. I think they have no sulfur. Nope. 9 cruises? He's playing the long game. I think if you wait for 9 cruises, then even if you kill Halu, you're still behind. The game might be competitive at that point, but you would be behind both in score and in production. Although the enemy team would be lacking a real captain, so maybe their playmaking capacity would just kind of fall off. It's one real strong thing of being an experienced captain type player is you know what to do in late game situations. Oh, can you? Oh, he's got a sub. Oh, sick. Okay, you land. Damn. Okay, nice. Good play. Good play. It pays off, you know. Okay, but that's spoiled. Yeah. So yeah, what I was saying about captains is most less experienced players that either have not played enough games to reach an end state, or if they do, they're just put far behind and they're not in a position to carry. So the result is that they just don't know what to do when they reach end game, and the carry players do. So even if in a position you could argue that Abby and Gangnam versus Vivid and Rabert, because these two, neither of them is really experienced with endgame modern, even though I'd probably give their civs the advantage, give their empires the advantage, the players helming the empires would tip the balance of scales in Abby's favor. I still think, given the map state, that it would be not an advantage for them, but you could make that argument at least. They do not have any Yeah, like with these frigates dead, they they can't even attack the nuke subs. So Abby would have time to get all of his, but he could just run his king, like walk it over here. It's the game's over. Oh, power cruise, nice. Okay, I don't know what he's doing with that, but so you get orders. Small Wonder gives you a free power cruise every 10 turns or 12 turns, one of the two. Power cruises are more powerful versions of the regular cruise missile. So there's four types of cruises. You got at explosives, you got mini cruise. This is the standard cruise. 6 bombard, sub cruise, 2 rate of fire, 7 bombard. So slightly more powerful, slightly more expensive, but instead of going in galleons and transports, you put them in ships. So cruisers, Aegis cruisers, and nuclear submarines, primarily. Okay, he's actually fanning out his defenses, so this is effective. But it's gonna take Abby a while before he sends in his cruises. Let's see what Abby's got. 7 sub cruise. I don't know where they are, but they're somewhere, you know. But the big risk is Halu recons and spots the sub cruises, in which case your play's dead. Like if he knows to defend against sub cruises. China on Europe, he's fighter bombing. He's also. That's kind of. I see what he was doing there. Like that was empty. This is not empty. I guess he just wants to unload. Terrifying. Absolutely, positively terrifying. Commander, we've been sent in on a suicide mission to die. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start, kiddo. Infantry dies. Okay. 18, yeah, 18 turns. Yeah, at this point, if they kill China, they. So what's the score situation? It's So if you die, your score is cut in half, but there's also a decay. So Halu's score is 210, so it's gonna be about 110 if he dies in a few turns. Uh, so about 60 higher than Mexico. So Japan, but Europe is. Yeah, it looks like they'd still be behind in score by about 40 points or something like that. But I think they've been building up and they've been stacking pop more. Not so much. I guess Vivid builds Suez. Okay, we're back for the reload from the reload. Okay, we're back from the reload, and Gangnam, you're almost there. Just join one worker, and then assign it to the mountain, and you got 1 bomber per turn, man. You're this close. You're this close, man. So close. Okay. He's continuing to put bombers here. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to dump on him, but I did think of another criticism of what he's doing. So the factor in Vienna and Milan, it's not just so much it doesn't strictly pay off on the shields, it's just there's better things to do with the cities. Because if you're doing factory in these two cities, you have to keep the population high, otherwise the factory is pretty useless. When in reality, you want to be building workers and probably more settlers, but also workers out of these cities. Yeah, if you have workers, you could just road here an airbase, and then just get bombers on Halu. And you can do that while you're one per turning. You can also join workers to Brussels so that it can one per turn bombers. There's a bunch of things that you can do. And by going for factory, you can't build settlers. It also makes you fall behind on score. So score is relevant here. That even if Halu is dead, that I think they won't win on. I think they're going to be behind on score, and they'll have to make another kill. So let's see. Okay, I think that might have been the sub doing more work for Gangnam. Sorry, I call him Gangnam. He used to be Gangnam. He changed it to Gangnam Gangweed. It's just a series of jokes based on his clan, which is OPA. Yeah, nowadays he's more living in a society, but he still reps the OPA clan. I think he in on tanks. Okay, so yeah, but there's no way like maybe he could take Shenzhen with enough tanks, but as soon as like that stack of like if you saw like a Doom stack of like 20 tanks or something, then you could just go just draft. You could as freedom you could double draft in both these cities. That's 4 drafted mechs, and that goes a long way. Mechs have higher defense than tanks have attack. So yeah, Abby and Gangnam have also stopped expanding, whereas Vivid and Rabert and Halu are slowly. Halu quite quickly actually, growing bigger. Halu is on 5 cities just recently, and he's on what's this 8 now. If they haven't fully scouted, they should know that he can't go MA plus. I think by the time he reached like a substantial mass of MA plus to be able to kill Halu, then it would be it'd be too late, you know. Like he could like what's he gonna do? Walk his MA plus like all the way across here? There's no way you kill Vivid after that. Yeah, they should just be. I can see why they want it. Like you already started the play. Let's just see where the play goes. I'm kind of curious myself, but yeah, from the other team's perspective, I'd be wanting them to GG. And at this point, you start to become paranoid of like, what could they possibly do to come back in this game? Like MA plus, they haven't thought of sub cruises yet, but if they get a spy, it should be clear what's going on. You know. He's got transports of his own. Let's see. Only 2 mini cruises so far. That's not much. I'll say that Rabert is not very well defended, and size 9 Buddha. What the fuck? Budapest is size 9. Did he get granary there or something? How the shit did he do that? That is good. Yeah, granary library. This is going to be good. Okay, he's going to get the border expand. That's good for score at least. And get some of the deer. So this is going to be an insane city. Just colony. Or the fucking... yeah, if you like put a power cruise in like a couple land units and then just like took a city and rebased his bombers, he could kill Rabert. I think Rabert is lacking both zinc and rubber. No zinc, no rubber is my bet. Yeah. So with no zinc, no rubber, you can't really do 2 movers. There's only one 2 mover in the game that doesn't require either zinc or rubber, and that's RPG infantry. These bad boys right here, which for the record, I believe he does have the res for. Iron aluminum, yeah, iron aluminum. So that'd be a good defensive option if he was interested in that, but clearly he thinks he's safe. He doesn't have naval prio anymore, so he shouldn't be thinking he's safe. He should be worried like, oh, how can they kill me? Yeah, these guys are all about even in score, so killing any one of them... Did he get another city? Well, yeah, so killing it... This is like... It means he can rush a lot of stuff. So he's got like a feigned tank push here. Halu's actually weirdly conceded. Like, I'd keep a unit here to see across the lake, because you get extra vision across the lake. Oh, what? That was not an end of... I don't think that was an end of turn move. He's just kind of stranded there. Is he trying to distract him so he picks off his... Did he, like, fake, like, a failed double move so he could cruise? That would be insane if he did. He's pulling units out of his cities. Oh my god. Either Abby is an absolute genius, or he really fucked up. Okay, let's see how much is in the city. The city where his king, I imagine, would be. Okay, that's interesting. Hope no one... What? Okay, here we are. We're back for the reload, and Abby has started cruising Beijing. I think it might actually be in Guangzhou, because we checked Beijing before the reload. Let's check Guangzhou. Real quick. No, it's not Guangzhou. Where is it? Maybe... I just checked Shenzhen. Oh, he's got this. Okay, that's not the right city. Why are you protecting that and not your king, man? It's in... Your king's where? Chun... He must have... Not there. I don't know where his king is. Well, if I don't know where his king is, then Abby certainly doesn't know. Okay, he's got this. Unless he was dumb enough to move it into Chongqing. Yeah, I just... It might have been in Shenzhen. Yeah, it must be in Shenzhen. Okay, that was a clever attack, Abby. Okay, there it is, yeah. But how his king placement was good. If he left it in his cap, then I think he would have died, unless he took it out real quick. Okay, so hopefully now they should concede. Had that massive attack on Halu having failed? All of his tanks being cleaned up? Yeah. Okay. Good game, everybody. Happy to have played this one. Happy to have casted this one. I didn't actually play this one. I only casted. But yeah, so it looks like that Halu's team, the Halu and the V Team boys, will move on to round 2 of our tournament. That is the finals, because this is an elimination. Sorry, it's one game elimination. The finals won't be a best of 3 this time. It's just going to be one game. So yeah. Yes, what's the holdup, guys? Go on. Okay, there we go. I guess it's a tournament, so yeah, but if anything, the tournament means it's more crucial to GG in a timely manner and not leave the viewers stranded. Okay, we can check the saves. I think we know everything. Yeah, there's nothing that's going to surprise us in the saves. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the finals.